Colossal criminal challenges in the hero challenges for Giganta fragments. We're going to jump into the last two nodes of those challenges, kind of let you see what the teams are like that you're facing against. If you are lower level, lower tier, lower gear, and all that stuff, maybe give you a couple ideas of what you might want to bring in. Obviously, if you saw any of my other videos, I do have kind of a limited roster, so but I do have pretty darn good heroes I think that I could put in there. Of course, Lex is 100%. It feels like always the best option when it comes to these types of challenges, being able to have that sustain. Lex is pretty much my only lead. I did do an Atrocitus hero upgrade challenge in the last video. So I do have two leads now, but that is definitely more towards the Constantine event. So we do have, let's see, Giganta. It looks like only one of them. It is pretty balanced out with the affinity, but of course we're still going to bring in Lex. I absolutely love Miss Martian. One thing with Giganta, she does do taunt, she does do stamina up, and I think that if you have something that can peel away those buffs, especially when you come to the nodes that have 2 and 3, or 2 and then 1 for the final Giganta bosses, so 3 total taunters. You might want to bring in some people that can peel some of those. So we're going to bring in Kilowog, who his basic does peel. Miss Martian does not peel any buffs, but she does apply a lot of buffs to the team, which then Lex will apply a lot of buffs and speed, and he can peel buffs himself. And then just to take care of it, just to balance it out a little bit, I think I will probably bring in, just for fun, I think I'm going to bring in Hush. Just because maybe in case the turn order goes correct, we might be able to silence Giganta to prevent her from being able to do it. Although I'm not quite sure if she has any like passive ability that makes her taunt, because I do not have her leveled up. But this is what we're going to run with the very first one. It is 20k power, and obviously she's red, so bringing in greens also make it a lot easier to get through. I think, you know, at least with the first couple, or at least with this one, we shouldn't probably have too much problem. Her 3 should buff the rest of the team. We can get speed, so we have tons of buffs. It should be able to kill him. Miss Martian does buff again with her 1 as well. We do have a silence, so we'll silence the taunter. And then use that time at least to be able to kill the rest of everybody else, while the one guy cannot do his attack or do his taunt himself. And there goes the taunter, I think, right there. Yeah. All right, so for this first one, yeah. For this second to last node, we only are going to have, I think, that one Giganta at the very end. Do our AoE attack right there. Maybe Hush gets a silence. Instead, he gets a kill. And then also Kilowog's, his 3 does stun as well. So we can stun Giganta. We can silence. We can peel those buffs. So we do have means to take care of her, because she can get kind of annoying, especially on that last node, if there is 2 separate taunters. And she starts the battle off already with taunt. She does have awareness, so we just need to peel those. Lex can peel all of those buffs, and then we could just stun her once we get all the awareness is gone. And then just work her down. And then here, she is already stunned, but we can silence with Hush as well. So I'm going to save that just in case she gets out of the stun, in case she gets a turn anyway. But she won't, so that is okay. So we got rid of her first node, or second to last node, I guess, down. Final node, 9 red, 4 blue, 5 green. We're going to work with the same exact thing that we just did, especially being there's going to be a lot more Gigantas on this one. There's going to be 3 total Gigantas. So again, as long as you have means to be able to deal with them, either have, you know, characters that can peel buffs, and maybe stun Giganta when she does have all those awarenesses and buffs cleared. That also works out kind of nice too. So we'll start this off, get a stun in there. Hush silences, but he just kills instead. Miss Martian buff the whole team, and that is only a 75% chance to buff once you do use her 3. Her 1 does buff as well. Kilowog can do his 2, which is an empowered strength up. But just at the beginning, we don't need to worry about that. We can just clear all of these little minions. We'll do a silence on the taunter. And just like with Miss Martians, I don't remember the exact percentage, but that is just a percentage. I don't think it's a 100% chance. Let's do some empowered to Hush. And we just have the taunter left on wave 3. And then now we should see the 2 Gigantas. They're going to spawn in. Each of them have 3 awarenesses. And each of them have a taunt. So Hush can stun, even if stun any character. So that's always good. Kilowog, I mean, can stun any character. But we do want to peel those first. And so Hush's basic can peel that. So any of those we can peel. And then Lex's can also peel. So we'll peel those. And now we have one of the taunts already gone. This Giganta does have silence though, and so I'm going to stun since she has a silence and can't use her taunt. I'm going to stun this Giganta. And then might as well do I guess we'll do the second ability. So we got rid of her. She still has a taunt, so I guess it's a passive taunt, interesting enough. So maybe the stuns aren't necessarily as important as just being able to peel away those agility ups and those awarenesses and stuff. Peel those last 2. We can silence her, and I clicked on the wrong one. That's okay though. We do the massive AoE, and then Hush should be able to get rid of her here. Maybe? No? Just the silence. Miss Martian can, no doubt. And then that should do it. Not too bad, not too tough. I mean, once you get to level 60 anyway, at least for me, since I've been able to get to level 60, haven't had any problems with these, but that was just to let you see what the nodes are like, what, who you face, maybe some ideas on who to bring in. And I would say that actually after doing that, since it looks like Gigantas passively can taunt maybe once an enemy dies. Okay, so the passive taunt on Giganta is the look at me, 50% chance to gain 1 empowered strength up and taunt at the beginning of every enemy's turn if a teammate's HP is below 40%. And so I'm not sure like what level they are at. And so that chance does go up. Looks like 60, 70, it could go up to 80% and gain 1, 2 empowered, so 3 total empowered staminas. And I think if I remember, I think it was 2 that she gained with the taunt. It might have been 1, but I know she gained at least 1 empowered strength up. It might have been 2 with the taunt. So anytime an enemy is below that 40%, she has a, I guess, 60% chance on their turn to gain that. So maybe, since it's passive, maybe more importantly, you just need people that can strip buffs away and or apply some sort of buff immunity. And for me, I think the only one that I have that has buff immunity would be like Vandal Savage, I guess. He does have buff immunity for one of his abilities. I can't remember any other character that I actually have at level 60 that does have buff immunity. But yeah, that was her 3 or last 2 nodes for Giganta. We have a ton of fragments. I kind of want to do one of the videos leveling up Giganta, especially after we farm this a little bit. I'm not sure how much I'm going to farm, but I am going to farm a little bit. Hopefully y'all are able to get through it. And I guess just to finish this, just a reminder again, if you're a new player looking for an alliance and you do play every day, you want to put in a little bit, no requirements. You just have to play as much as you possibly can, especially on the ones that are just regular campaign nodes. Yeah, the Good Night Assassins. Feel free to join and hit the sub, hit the like if you enjoyed. We will have another hero upgrade video coming soon. I already got it in the works, already starting to upgrade them, and that'll be out soon. Hopefully on Sunday or Monday. Constantine is coming close, and I want to be ready. But y'all take it easy. Have a good weekend. I'll see y'all next time. I'm out. Peace.